what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today I'm just gonna finish this tier list. This will be the last part, so yeah, let's get into it. Starting off with Mirror. Mirror is a really interesting card. You do get an extra level, but for one extra elixir it's really not worth it, and it's not viable in many decks, so it's gonna be bad. I'd actually rather have Ice Wizard than it. Now, Mortar is really good because of the evolutions, and the last time I made this video there was no evolutions, but now I'm going to be taking evolutions into account, and the Mortar evolution is really broken because it still does impact damage. The Mortar is definitely an awesome card. I'd rather have it than the Cannon, to be honest. Yeah, Mother Witch is an okay card. I mean, it has a fast hit speed, but it's only good when you're against swarms and it's really squishy, so bottom of B. Musketeer's A. Musketeer is such a good card. For 4 elixir can literally full counter Balloon, full counter Inferno, Dragon, Baby Dragon, Electro Dragon. It can counter most air troops. It is kind of squishy, but if you place it in the correct position, it can counter a lot of air cards, and if you put it in the back, it could still counter cards like E-Giant and do a decent job against Giant, RG, stuff like that. Night Witch is trash. No explaining there. I think the P.E.K.K.A is slightly overrated. I just think that it's really easy to counter, and for 7 elixir, it's not that good of a card. Even the Mega Knight's better than it. It's just an average card. I'd rather have it than Minion Horde, though. Poison's a really good spell. Does a good job of taking out the Firecracker. I'll put it in A. I think Prince is good for mid-ladder, but once you get to top ladder, it's not really that good. I don't know. It can get countered by things like Skarmy. So, I don't know. You can get countered by Goblin Gang Goblins, but it does do a good amount of damage. I think it's a good card. Put it right here. Princess it's a good card, but it's one of the most annoying cards. Obviously one of the main parts in log bait. Put it in the middle. The Rage spell, I just don't think it's worth it. It's only really good with E-Barbs and Balloon. And for 2 elixir, I mean, it does kill Skarmy now, so it makes it a little bit better, but I don't know. I don't think it's that good. Ram Rider's pretty good. I think the Hawk Rider's still way better than it. And for 1 extra elixir, it doesn't always do a guaranteed amount. It doesn't always guarantee do more than the Hog Rider, so it's still being B. Rascals are slightly underrated. I think their defense is very good. And yeah, just B, middle of the pack. Rockets, it's a lot of elixir, but it can counter cards like Sparky, E-Barbs, and what is it? It can also counter cards like Witch and also get good damage on the tower, but it did get a Crown Tower damage nerf, which is not good at all, so it's average. Royal Ghost is good because it's hidden, but sometimes the hiddenness doesn't actually go to your way, so it can make troops go attack on your tower. So it's right there. Royal Hogs, I think they're okay. Just an average card. Royal Recruits are terrible. Actually, no, they can be viable in some decks. The Goblin Trail is not pretty good because Evil Firecracker, but we don't talk about it. Skarmy, top of A. It can get countered by log arrows, but for mid-ladder players, it is really a match made in heaven. Counters things like P.E.K.K.A, big tanks like E-Barbs. Really, just amazing. Scarel is pretty good. It always gets impact damage. Skeleton Dragons are terrible. Skeleton King, he's okay. I mean, I go against him a lot. I still think Valkyrie is a way better counter, or a way better card, but it's 6 elixir with the Graveyard, which is kind of a lot. I don't think it's that good. Skeletons are an S tier. They're the best cycle card in the game. Snowballs, B, pretty good. Sparky's really bad in pros, but to me, it's so annoying to go against, so I'll put it in average. It's like here. Spirit Goblins are underrated. Super Mini P.E.K.K.A is the best card ever to be released in the game. And Tesla's really good. It does hit air, and if it's stunned, then it'd be crazy, but I think that's a really good place for it. Three Musketeers trash. Tombstone's decent building. Can full counter Hog Rider if it's placed correctly. I also think Tornado's an excellent spell. It's good with Magic Archer, with the Rocket, with Executioner. It can get King Tower activation. There's so many opportunities and outcomes with the Tornado. Also with the Valkyrie, I still think it's also an S tier card. I mean, it's the best mini tank there is. It does good splash damage. Wall breakers are decent for 2 elixir. I mean, they kind of get a ton of damage, but they are very squishy. Witch is overrated as heck there, and Wizard's trash. Zappies are actually a really good card, and one of the best counters in Fireball. But if your opponent doesn't have Fireball, then it'll be a problem going against them. So they're good. Zap's also an average spell. Monk's a pretty good card. I don't know. I don't think it's worth it now that it's 5 elixir and the reflection makes it 6 elixir, but it is a good countered spell. So yeah, and it's very tanky. It can full counter Mega Knight. Phoenix is also pretty awesome. Just I feel like these two cards are right next to each other. They did both get heavily nerfed, but they're still viable. Okay, thanks for watching, and that is the final end of the tier list. See you next time.